Hello friends, welcome back to MS Technologies. Today in this video I'm going to show two things. What I'm going to show in this video. First one, let me start the server. Python manage.py run server. So once server started, go to the browser. Here 127.0.0.18000. Here how we are getting the items inside e-commerce website homepage. How we are getting all products like this, we are getting it here. Now my requirement is, if I add multiple products in each category. Suppose here if you take this footwear, here I will add multiple products. Here only we have three, so that's why here it is showing only one slide. Suppose assume if I have nine products are there in footwear category. In that case, each slide it should show four items. In first slide four items, in the second slide four items, in the third slide one item it has to show. So now let me go to admin.py and add few more items here. I'm going to this admin panel. Here, if you observe inside this products, already I added some items. See here what items I added. iPhone I added, and a Bluetooth headset I added, and home theater, and a stainless watch, and a Samsung Galaxy mobile, Dell laptop, Whirlpool fridge, LED TV 32 inches. These are the items which already I added. So now, in which category we added all these items? If you click on this, you can able to see the electronics. Here I created one more category which is electronics. Inside that electronics, I added all these items. So now go to our home page. There how we are getting all these products, we'll check once. Here if you go to that items page, home page, right? So here what category we added? Electronics. Here first one is footwear, clothes, fashion, and kidswear. Here we have electronics. Electronics we have it here. Here how it is showing? In first slide it is showing four items: LED TV, Whirlpool. Next slide it is showing only three items. What about remaining? Here in third slide it is showing remaining two items. But as per requirement, in each slide it should show four items. Right, first slide four items, second slide also four items I want to get, and the last slide I want to get one item. But here it is showing in a right, different way. Right. Now, first of all, we have to fix that issue. That is one thing I'm going to do. Next one, what I'm going to do is, here I'm going to add a cart count. Cart count total. How many items are there inside the cart? How many items are there? Here I will take inside navbar. I will take one cart. Right there, automatically whenever you click on this add cart button, automatically the count number will be increased inside that cart. That cart count also I'm going to add it here. So these are two things I'm going to do in this video. First one, I want to correct this slides. I want to correct this slide. In each slide, I want to show four items, but here it is showing the wrong way it is showing. How to correct that one? What we have to do for that? See, let me go to home.html file. Here, home.html file. Right here, we did one small mistake at here. What we did it here? If you observe it here, inside home.html file, how we took it here. Okay, see here what we are doing. Here we are taking one default cart, first one. Here we are taking, this is the default cart we are taking it here. See what we are taking, carousel item, one item by default we are taking one item, inside that cart I am taking. This is the default one I am adding. Right. From second one onwards here I'm iterating for loop it here. From second one onwards I'm iterating for loop. Here what mistake we did? Here slice and all the things are not required here. We can remove this slides at here. We can remove this slide at here. And one more thing is right in previous videos already I explained about this condition. Here what we are taking for loop dot counter means for loop it will what it will give index of the for loop, index of the for loop it will return here, which is divisible by 3 I'm taking. Divisible by 3 means what at that time what I thought is 0 1 2 3 like that at that time I explained in that style. But here we have to take divisible by 4. Divisible by 4 we have to take. Item will be starts from 1th position, not from 0. Item will start from 1, not from 0. That's why here we are getting some problem. So here what we have to do here slice 1 I took. I don't want slice. Why? Because here item will start from 1 only. Why you took unnecessarily slice operator here? Not required this slice operator. And here one more correction what we have to do here, divisible by 4 we have to take. Divisible by 4 we have to take. And one more thing what here we no need to take default one. Here I am going to remove this default one also. Everything I am going to take inside that for loop only, and I am going to remove that slice also it here. So now here see, observe carefully, here this entire section is not required. Here I am removing this one. See, so here outside I am starting with this carousel container, carousel inner and carousel item. Here only I am writing the for loop, and here I am removing the slice operator, not required. Slice operator is not required here. Right, for each item in product, for each product in product I am taking like this here. So next what I am doing it here. See, here this one I want to correct it. What we have to take, divisible by 4 we have to take like this at here. Save this one, divisible by 4 we have to take it here. Right. So now go to browser and test once. Go to browser and refresh the browser. Let's check how it is showing. Is it showing each slide 4 items or not? Each slide 4 items it is showing or not? So here, so this is the field. It is got changed. Now it is working perfectly. First slide, how many items it is showing? 4 items it is showing in first slide. Second slide also it is showing 4 items. Third slide, how many items you want to get? Only 1 item in third slide I want to get. So now it is working fine. Right, here what changes we did in code? Here nothing is there. Here instead of divisible by 3 I'm taking divisible by 4. And one more thing is here slice operator, slice is not required, directly we can take like this. And here default one I removed from here. Everything I took inside for loop only. Here I removed default one. Previously what we did, first item default one I took. First item default, as default we took first item. But now I remove that default one is not required. From 1th item onwards, everything I'm taking inside for loop. Right? This is one part. Next, what I'm going to do here, I want to display cart count. Means inside cart total how many items are there. Inside cart total how many items are there. That count I want to display it here. For that, what we have to do? First, I'm going to base.html file. Let me go to base.html file. Here what I will do, here I will take this one. Here I'll take, I'll copy this one. And at the end I will put it this one here. Paste it. Now here what we have to take, cart. I'm going to take like cart off. Here I will take one span tag. Cart I'm taking it here. Right here inside this I will take one span tag. Span tag I'm taking like this. Here I will take ID. id equal to, here I will take cart, and here default value 0. Initially I'm taking default value is 0 at here. So now save this one and run once. Go to browser and test it once. You are getting that cart or not? Yes, here we are getting cart. Initially what is the value? 0 is there. 0 is there. Now I'm going to write some JavaScript for this. I'm going to add JavaScript also. Whenever you click on that add to cart button, that count here, count value will be increased. Count value will be increased right here. So now here, what I'm going to write it here. What I'm going to write it here, I'm going to implement some JavaScript functionality at here. What we have to write in JavaScript at here? What we have to write in JavaScript at here? Right here, where we have to write inside home.html file. Go to home.html file. Home.html file. Here, in last video, we wrote some JavaScript functionality at here. So now here, observe carefully. See, if there is no items inside the cart, then what we have to do? We have to create the cart. If there is no cart, we have to create the cart. Suppose if there is a cart, if there is items are there, what we are doing? We are reading that item at here inside cart. Now, right after reading that item inside cart, next what we have to do? I have to update that count inside cart. How to do that? Here only we have to write the logic. What we have to write? Here I'm going to write the JavaScript code. Document dot get element by id. Get element by id of id I'm taking. id is cart I'm taking. Dot inner HTML is equal to object dot keys I'm taking like this at here. Inside this cart I'm taking, and length, total count. If you want to get, what we have to do? Length we have to find out. Like this. So what this code will do? Right, total how many items are there inside the cart? That count will be updated. Count, you will get that counted here. So now here it will update the count. Save this one. And the next here, one more change we have to do it here inside JavaScript. Here what we have to do here? I want to align these things also here. Right, if you open the browser here, we are not getting that. Okay, here perfectly is there, not an issue. Here everything is perfect. Right here, width, height, and all the things. Okay, perfect. Width and height all are okay. So now let me refresh the screen. After adding that JavaScript, how it is working? Just refresh the screen. Yes, here we are getting cart number. Already inside cart, some items are there. Total 8 items are there inside cart. Now, if you click on any add to cart button, automatically that count value will be increased. See, here I'm clicking add to cart. See, value got updated 9. Now, if you click on this add to cart, see here, if you click on this add to cart value will be increased to 10. Here, if you click on this, right, 11. So now, if you click on anything like this, here what value will get? Here it is updated to 12. Again, here I am clicking. Here I am clicking on this. Here what you will get? Here it is updated to 13. Total 13 items are there. 13 items are there inside the cart. So like that, we can able to add that count also inside the cart. Total how many items are there? Like that, here you can able to see the count also. Here what 2 changes we did it here. Right. First one is each slide I want to get 4 items. If at the end, if you have only one item or two items in last screen, last slide, I want to display those items. Second one is here I want to display the total count of the items. Inside the card, how many items are there? That count also I want to display. For that, what I did, just here, I took one span tag inside this, base.html. After that, inside home.html file corresponding JavaScript code also I wrote it here. To update that count, I wrote JavaScript code. Whenever we click on these buttons, to update the count, I wrote JavaScript code inside home.html file. Home.html file. Clear? See what changes I did it here. What changes? Here, in each slide, I want to get four items. Previously, here what we have by default, here first item I'm showing as default. First item I'm showing as default in previous videos. Now what I did, I removed that default one and everything I'm taking inside for loop only. And one more thing, here I took slice. In last videos, here I took slice. Now I'm not taking any slice. Why? Because the items I want to start from one position. That's why here for each item in product, for each item like this, I'm taking for each product I'm taking like that. So next, what I'm doing after this, say here divisible by 4 I took. Previously, what I took divisible by 3. Previously, what I thought, right, it will start from 0. So here 0, 1, 2, 3, 0, 1, 2, 3. That's why I took divisible by 3, but it is not starting from 0, it is starting from 1. So here what we have to take, right, divisible by 4 we have to take. Now, right, 1, 2, 3, 4, you'll get like this. 4 items you'll get in each slide. This is the change what I did for getting the 4 items in each slide. So next what I did, I want to display the count. I want to display the count. For that, what we did, inside base.html file, here I added this one nav item, I added like this. After that, inside here I'm taking one span tag. Start initial value 0, I'm taking it here. Right, next, whenever we click on that button, add to cart button, automatically the count value will be updated. For that, what we are doing, inside home.html file, here we are writing some JavaScript code it here. Here we are writing some JavaScript code it here. What JavaScript code I wrote? I took it here. So here, see document dot, see here what I took it here. 1 minute. So here I took it here. Inside else part, document dot get element by ID inner HTML equal to object dot keys of cart dot length. Right, based on that keys, right, I want to find out the length of total how many items are there inside that cart, and I want to update that inside that cart. Right. So this is the changes we did. Now, if you check this one here, what electronics category we added today. So here we added electronics category. Inside total 9 items I am taking it here. See, first slide 4 items I am getting. First slide 4 items. In second slide also 4 items I am getting. In last slide I am getting one item. Right. Suppose here if you click add to cart, here automatically the count will be increased right here. See, 14 we are getting. So now if you click on this Whirlpool refrigerator. So here it will become 15. See, here it will become 15 like this. Right? Count value also will be increasing it here. Clear? I hope you guys are enjoyed this video. If you guys are enjoyed, please like, share, subscribe this video. Thank you.